All right, in this video, we're progressing forward into a dead stop swing. Now, again, the prerequisite for this is going to be the kettlebell deadlift. You have to have a solid hinge and you need to be able to create some stiffness at the top to hold the position. Now, if it's your first couple times doing this, especially if you're a tall person, I would recommend bringing the floor up to you. If you're going with a lighter weight, as you can see, the lighter weight, what's gonna happen is the lighter weight is, the further down to the ground you have to go, okay? So with a smaller bell, I would recommend putting that on a box. When we set up the swing, the bell is no longer underneath us like it would be in a kettlebell deadlift. Now the bell is gonna be one arm length away from us. So if this had a beam of light shining over top of it, what I would do is be able to put my hand over top of that space. From here, we're gonna set up and a shoulder width to a little bit wider than shoulder width base. My toes can open up a little bit here, okay? So if I were to squeeze my butt cheeks and lock my legs, your toes will probably want to open up a little bit. Just allow that to happen naturally. From here, we're going into our hinge. Get back into your hinge, not a squat. My butt does not go below my knees. It's back so my hamstrings are loaded up. And the knees don't stay straight. They soften a little bit so they're over top of my ankles or just slightly there in front of. Again, not a squat. Now from here, we're gonna grab onto the bell and tilt it toward us. From there, we're gonna pack our shoulders down and tense our upper back. I don't want you looking forward because we don't wanna jam up the neck. So this is a good position. Now what we're gonna do is swing the bell behind us. When we do so, I want you to resist the urge to stand up, hold the position, swing the bell. Once it connects to your hips, you're going to violently stand, snapping the hips through the bell, and exhaling as you do so. Once you've stood up to this locked out position, the knees are gonna be straight, locking the quad muscles, squeezing your butt muscles, and tensing your ab muscles in a pulse of contraction. From there, that bell is gonna start to come out. Once it comes out, it doesn't need to go any higher than your shoulders. If it does go higher than your shoulders, a couple things probably gonna happen. Number one is you're gonna start to dump into your low back. When we go overhead, I'm typically gonna recommend doing something like a snatch. So for here, we're gonna keep it at shoulder level or slightly below. Let's get a couple reps. Okay, so a couple things. I snap the bell back, I wait, once it's loaded, I snap forward, the bell starts to leave me, it comes up, it floats. I don't try to hold it there and resist it. I'm just gonna allow my arms to be hooks hanging on, and it's gonna slowly start to come back down. Gravity's taking over. I'm gonna wait, be patient. If I go early, what's gonna happen is I break and the bell's not down all the way, it's gonna start to dump towards the ground. It's not gonna go back between my legs behind me. So I wanna wait, be patient, and essentially play chicken with the bell. I'm gonna let it get as close to my hips as possible without hitting me between the legs. Once that happens, I'm gonna drive my hips back, load, and then go right back into it. Now, starting out, this is a dead stop swing, so we're gonna do one at a time. Notice I'm inhaling on the way back, exhaling as I produce force, inhaling on the way back again. Once you get comfortable with that, then you can start chaining the swings and doing it continuous. Now, this is from a box. As we start to progress forward, we can bring it to the ground, especially with a little bit bigger weight. Park. Park. And that is the dead stop swing. Give this a try before you get into continuous swings.